Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today.
Hey everybody, so looking at gold on all kinds of time frames and miners, gold bulls and gold bull miners are in trouble, and we are now seeing 4 red days in a row, and as long as the market continues to show strength, gold is going to show weakness. Now SPY did form a bearish reversal candlestick today at the upper Bollinger Band resistance, which has rejected the price 2 days in a row. So if we see SPY consolidate tomorrow, we could see gold attempt to make a recovery. We're at key 1260 support. And after 1260 support, we're looking at 1247 and then 1243. And I'm rounding a little bit, not exact numbers with pennies and stuff, but those are the key levels we're looking at. The low of the dump, first higher low, and then that 1260 level where we consolidated and formed a base of support as well. Closing in on a potential bearish MACD cross, big upper wicks of profit taking. Any upward momentum is smashed down by the bears to the downside. The weekly time frame after 4 weeks of upside, big bear volume, and heading back to the downside. And we are not seeing any forward momentum in terms of changing this trend of lower highs. And if we break 1243, we are looking down at 1200. So the hourly time frame has a very clear downtrend resistance line, and this is all just continuation of what we saw yesterday. And with a fairly strong close on SPY, not surprising to see the bulls show up to start today. And we can see the RSI has yet to even hit oversold on the hourly on this move. We haven't broken 30 to the downside. Looking at the 4-hour chart, just an absolute pullback from that high, and we haven't hit oversold here yet either. So a couple levels of defense left for the bulls, those 3 levels I just pointed out. And in terms of turning this trend around, we're going to have to get above 1292. That's the most recent clear lower high that we have to get above. There's a bunch of other resistances along the way to get there. But like I said, the bulls are in trouble. And let's now look at these miners. Big bull day for JDST. I was looking for a close above 30 to indicate strength. How about above 32? Huge bull move, bull MACD cross. The downtrend has broken. Lower highs and lower lows, no more. We had a higher low and now a higher high. We're looking back up at 34.67 and 38.22, but the upper Bollinger Band resistance is there, just like it is for SPY. So we could be in for a pullback. Dust, same thing, breaking the lower high pattern, finally above the middle Bollinger Band by a significant margin, and the upper Bollinger Band resistance is there. So looking at these bears, these bulls, big setback. Rejecting from the lower Bollinger Band, all-out dump. The volume is scary here for the bulls. Highest volume we have seen in a month belongs to the bears. We lost all support. We are now hitting lower lows from where we dumped back when gold was down at 1243. So significant downside. We look at NUGT on the weekly, and it did end up being a bear flag. And kept saying in the past couple of weeks, we need to be cautious. It's not a bear flag. And at the highs of last week, it looks like we were going to break to the upside, so it wouldn't be a bear flag. But let's draw it real quick because it was a bear flag. And now we're heading down to lower lows. A bear flag is a continuation pattern. You've got your parallel support and resistance lines rejecting the price, and I'm drawing, rough here, but you get the idea. After a dump, parallel support and resistance lines for a bounce, and then a continuation break to the downside. We're going to see increase in bear volume, and we're looking down at the next support for NUGT. That's going to be down here at 1024. And if 1024 breaks, we're looking down at 842. So bear miners is the play. Again, we could see bull miners see some short-term upside tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised for that to happen at all. JNUG, not as bearish as NUGT, but we are seeing a breakdown and lower lows. Close at the low of the day, right below the low of the, or right above the low of the day, on the verge of a bearish MACD cross. Highest volume in a month belonging to the bears right from the open. And we did defend, let's see here, 1109. We didn't. We lost that support. So lower highs and lower lows. So the bear miners are in full control, and the bull miners are in a lot of trouble. Looking for a short-term relief bounce for the bull miners, but the long-term trend absolutely is currently favoring the bears. So we'll check back in tomorrow and see how it ends up. Watch the upper Bollinger Band resistance on both SPY and the bear miners. Dust and JDST. If we reject from those levels, we'll look for some potential consolidation, could carry over into early next week. That only really matters if you are swinging positions. Let's look at a 5-minute trade. There was a nice 5-minute trade to be had here at the end of the day on these bear miners. Chart guys, James was all over it in our commodities room. Bull move, and then just tighter and tighter. Not much action for 3 hours, but we did continue to form higher lows and higher highs, but not much trading opportunity. But once it got so tight, I popped into the chat room, the commodities room, and affirmed what James was already thinking, that we're going to see one more move here before the end of the day. Things are so tight. And look at the big move that we saw over the last 2 hours into the end of the day. Very nice upside for the bulls. Check how it formed on the hourly time frame. And we rode the exponential moving average support the entire day to the upside. The 4-period exponential. Bearish reversal doji, not confirmed, inside candlestick. And that's when we had that break. That tightening range on the 5-minute led to an inside candlestick on the hourly. As soon as we broke the high of that candlestick, 30.15, we knew the bulls were still in control. And then we just continued to the upside to the end of the day. Nice trading opportunity to be had there. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in tomorrow. Have a great night.